Let's dive into the architectural marvels of Venice, a city famous for its iconic structures and unique canal system. Venice is often referred to as the floating city due to its buildings being constructed on wooden platforms supported by wooden piles, driven into the marshy ground. This has resulted in a city that appears to float on water, with an intricate network of canals winding through the streets and adding a touch of romance and magic to the atmosphere. One of the most recognizable landmarks in Venice is St. Mark's Basilica. This stunning cathedral is located in the heart of Venice, in the famous Piazza San Marco. The Basilica is a perfect example of Italo-Byzantine architecture with its golden mosaics, ornate domes, and intricate details. The interior is adorned with beautiful frescoes and precious marble, making it an artistic treasure trove that attracts visitors from all over the world. Just a stone's throw away from St. Mark's Basilica is the Doge's Palace, another architectural gem of Venice. This impressive Gothic-style building was once the residence of the Doge, the ruler of Venice, and the seat of government. Its pink and white marble exterior and the delicate tracery of its windows and balconies reflect the city's wealth and power during the Venetian Republic. Inside, you'll find lavishly decorated rooms, grand staircases, and masterpieces by renowned artists like Tintoretto and Veronese. Connecting the two banks of Venice's Grand Canal is the famous Rialto Bridge, an iconic symbol of the city. Completed in 1591, this beautiful stone bridge features elegant arches and a central portico with shops lining both sides. The Rialto Bridge is not just an architectural masterpiece, it also played a crucial role in Venice's commercial history, as it was the main crossing point for merchants and traders to access the bustling Rialto market. These structures, along with countless other beautiful bridges, palaces, and churches, make Venice a living museum of architectural wonders. Each building tells a story of the city's fascinating history and the creative genius of its architects and artists. As we continue to explore Venice, we'll uncover even more of its unique beauty, history, and charm. Now let's dive into the history and development of Venice's Lagoon, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has played a central role in shaping the city's culture, economy, and environment for centuries. The Venetian Lagoon is a vast expanse of shallow water, salt marshes, and islands located along the northeastern coast of Italy. It stretches approximately 50 kilometers from north to south and is separated from the Adriatic Sea by a series of thin sandbars. The unique geological features of the lagoon have greatly influenced the development of Venice. In fact, the city owes its existence to the lagoon. In the 5th and 6th centuries, during the fall of the Roman Empire, the inhabitants of the mainland sought refuge on the islands of the lagoon to escape the barbarian invasions. Over time, these temporary settlements evolved into permanent communities, and eventually, the city of Venice was born. And the islands provided natural protection from both invaders and the sea, making it a perfect location for trade and commerce. The lagoon's shallow waters and shifting sandbars made navigation difficult for large ships, which contributed to the development of Venice's unique system of canals and bridges. The city's inhabitants relied on small boats, called gondolas, to navigate the narrow waterways, resulting in the iconic image of Venice we know today. The Venetian Lagoon also played a significant role in the city's economy and culture. The shallow waters and marshlands were ideal for the production of salt, a valuable commodity in the Middle Ages. Additionally, the lagoon provided an abundance of fish and shellfish, which became a staple of the Venetian diet and inspired a rich culinary tradition. The lagoon's unique environment also fostered the development of specialized crafts and industries, such as glassmaking on the island of Murano and lace making on the island of Burano. These artisanal traditions have become an essential part of Venice's cultural heritage and continue to thrive today. In summary, the Venetian Lagoon has been a critical factor in the city's development, shaping its culture, economy, and environment for centuries. Its unique geological features have allowed Venice to become the architectural marvel and cultural gem we know and love today. As we continue our exploration of this incredible city, we'll delve further into its fascinating history and rich cultural heritage. Let's now explore the Venetian Republic's legacy as a major maritime power in the Mediterranean during the Middle Ages. Venice's strategic location at the crossroads of East and West, along with its access to the Adriatic Sea and the Venetian Lagoon, allowed it to develop an extensive trade network and a powerful navy that contributed to its prosperity and influence. The Venetian Republic, also known as La Serenissima, was founded in the 7th century and lasted until the late 18th century. During its golden age, Venice was a hub of international trade, with merchants from all over the world coming to the city to buy and sell goods such as silk, spices, precious metals, and glass. This thriving trade allowed Venice to accumulate vast wealth and maintain a high standard of living for its citizens. One of the key factors in Venice's success as a maritime power was its powerful navy. The Venetian arsenal, a massive shipyard and naval complex, was the largest industrial enterprise in Europe during the Middle Ages. It was here that the Venetians built their impressive fleet, including the famous galleys, which were fast, agile, and well-armed, making them a formidable force on the sea. Venice's naval prowess played a significant role in the Crusades, a series of religious wars between Christians and Muslims during the Middle Ages. In the Fourth Crusade, the Venetian fleet transported thousands of crusaders to the eastern Mediterranean, ultimately resulting in the controversial sack of Constantinople. This event further consolidated Venice's position as a dominant maritime power in the region. The Venetian Republic's legacy as a major maritime power during the Middle Ages has left an indelible mark on the city's history and identity. The wealth and influence it accumulated through trade and its powerful navy contributed to the development of its unique architecture, art, and culture, which continue to captivate visitors from all over the world. In the next part of our journey through Venice's rich history, we'll delve into the city's cultural heritage, focusing on the contributions of its artists, composers, and writers, as well as the world-famous Venice Carnival and Biennale. So, stay with me as we continue to uncover the fascinating story of this unique, floating city. Now, let's delve into Venice's rich cultural heritage, focusing on the contributions of its artists, composers, and writers, as well as the world-famous Venice Carnival and Biennale. The city's wealth and influence during the time of the Venetian Republic provided a fertile ground for the flourishing of the arts, which continue to captivate and inspire people from around the world. One of the most renowned Venetian artists is Titian, a master of the Renaissance who left an indelible mark on European painting. His innovative use of color, light, and texture, as well as his ability to capture human emotions, made him a favorite of both the Venetian nobility and the European courts. Some of his most famous works include Assumption of the Virgin and the Basilica di Santa Maria Gloriosa dei Frari and Venus of Urbino in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. In the world of music, Antonio Vivaldi, a Venetian composer and violinist, is best known for his masterpiece, The Four Seasons, a set of 4 violin concertos that have become a symbol of Baroque music. Vivaldi's innovative compositions were groundbreaking at the time and continue to influence musicians and composers today. Carlo Goldoni, a Venetian playwright, is another important figure in the city's cultural heritage. Often referred to as the Italian Molière, Goldoni revolutionized theater by introducing realism and a focus on everyday life into his plays. His works, such as The Servant of Two Masters and The Venetian Twins, are still performed and appreciated by audiences worldwide. The Venice Carnival, held annually in the weeks leading up to Lent, is a world-famous event that showcases the city's rich cultural traditions. During the carnival, the streets of Venice come alive with masked revelers, elaborate costumes, music, and dancing. The masks, a symbol of the carnival, allow participants to indulge in a world of fantasy and anonymity, while also paying tribute to the city's history and artistic heritage. Another important cultural event in Venice is the Biennale, an international art exhibition held every 2 years. The Venice Biennale attracts artists, curators, and art lovers from around the world, showcasing contemporary art in various forms, including visual arts, architecture, dance, theater, and music. This prestigious event has helped to establish Venice as a global center for artistic innovation and creativity. In conclusion, Venice's rich cultural heritage is a testament to the city's historical prominence and its enduring influence in the world of art, music, theater, and beyond. As we continue to explore this fascinating city, we'll also look into the modern challenges it faces and the innovative solutions being proposed to preserve and protect its unique character for future generations. As we've discovered, Venice is a truly unique and enchanting city with a rich history and a vibrant cultural heritage. However, this irreplaceable city faces some significant modern challenges, such as rising sea levels, sinking foundations, and over-tourism. Let's investigate these issues and the innovative solutions being proposed to preserve and protect Venice for future generations. Rising sea levels, caused by climate change, pose a significant threat to Venice. The city's delicate balance with the water has always been precarious, but the increasing frequency of flooding, known as acqua alta, has become a major concern. The Doge project, a system of movable barriers designed to protect the city from high tides, is currently under construction and aims to mitigate the impact of rising sea levels. However, there is ongoing debate about the project's effectiveness and whether it will provide a long-term solution. Another challenge Venice faces is its sinking foundations. The city was built on wooden piles driven into the marshy ground, and over time, these foundations have begun to sink due to the weight of the buildings and groundwater extraction. To address this issue, efforts have been made to limit groundwater extraction and monitor the stability of the city's foundations. Moreover, innovative engineering solutions are being explored to reinforce and protect Venice's historic structures. Over-tourism is another significant challenge for Venice. The city receives millions of visitors each year, putting immense pressure on its infrastructure, environment, and local communities. To combat over-tourism, the city has implemented measures such as limiting the number of cruise ships that can dock in the city, imposing tourism taxes, and promoting sustainable and responsible tourism practices. The goal is to strike a balance between welcoming visitors and preserving the city's unique character and quality of life for its residents. In conclusion, Venice faces some considerable modern challenges, but through innovative solutions and a commitment to preserving its unique heritage, there is hope that this magical city can be protected for future generations to enjoy. As we've journeyed through Venice's history, architecture, culture, and the challenges it faces today, we've gained a deeper appreciation for this one-of-a-kind floating city and the efforts being made to safeguard its irreplaceable beauty.